started here. And on the mound in this one, it'll be Marcus Stroman.
The primary pitch is an outstanding sinker. It's hard to pick up out of the hand, but in the last few feet really has arm side movement. Tough pitch for hitters to get the barrel of the bat on.
Here's Lamont Wade Jr.
Leading off tonight for San Francisco, the designated hitter, Lamont Wade Jr.
Swing and a foul out of play. That one outside. Ball one. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit by pitch to lead off the inning.
Leading off tonight for San
Willie
Francisco,
Adames stands
the
in.
shortstop, Willie Adames.
Right through there for a strike. Stroman goes 5 feet 7 inches. He features a sinker, a cutter, a slider, a slurve, and occasionally works in a splitter.
Ball, that's it.
Nobody out. Runner at first. That one finds the zone, and that's strike 2.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
He goes down looking. And up next for the Giants, Jung-Hoo Lee. Runner takes off. Line drive, caught from his knees. The throw. Throw is low, and it gets by. Doesn't get too far away, so no one moves up.
Batting fourth.
Now we take a peek at the Giants lineup. And the challenge for this lineup today, Singy, finding a way to have success against the sinker ball.
Yeah, it's a tough pitch to hit, Boog, and even harder to elevate. Got to set your sights a little bit higher when you're at the dish. They're struggling with it. I'd expect them to make some type of adjustment. It won't take long to see how well that sinker is working today.
Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. One left for San Francisco, and now the Yankees will see what they can do. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back in the Bronx and on the hill, Robbie Ray. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
Power pitcher. He's going to speed you up with the fastball velocity, and out of his hand will explode the breaking ball. Very difficult
Leading
for
off
hitters
for
to
the
keep that
Yankees,
front side
the
closed
first
and hit the
baseman,
ball the other
Paul
way, because they know if they're not ready to pull the trigger, the fastball will beat them.
In the air, left side. Ramos sizing this one up, makes the grab, one away. And time now to check out the New York Yankees lineup. Batting second, a really important guy for them, Cody Bellinger.
Well, these days we know teams, they put a game plan together for every hitter in a lineup. But a guy like this, they circle him, make sure he doesn't beat you. So they put in a little extra time and effort on how they're going to approach him. He can be a huge difference maker when he's hot. So it's going to be fun to see how they try to work him right here.
Cody Bellinger stands in here, takes ball one low. And that one lifted in the air, center field. Lee sizes this one up, puts it away for the out.
Batting third, the right fielder, Aaron.
2 down, base is empty. Here's the veteran outfielder, Aaron Judge.
Seems like he's making contact with everything lately. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
First pitch misses. A little bit
Nope,
low.
that's the ball.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
3-0.
That one finds the zone. 3-1. Judge comes up empty there.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Line and caught at third by Chapman. The Gold Glover makes the play. Yanks held in check. Scoreless after 1. Second inning
Leading
set
off
to
for San
go.
Francisco,
Here's the left fielder, Elliot Ramos. Stroman back to work. Fastball for a strike. And it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
And that one fouled off. Swings through it for the K. Had him way out front of the slur.
Well, he made pretty quick work of him right there. You look at the sequence, everything down at the knees and below. And some guys are good low ball hitters, but right there, they clearly had a plan to pound that part of the zone, and he wasn't able to put up much of a fight.
Here comes Mike Yastrzemski to the plate. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Mike Yastrzemski, originally drafted by the Orioles, 14th round out of Vanderbilt in 2013. The Giants got him in March of 2019. And San Francisco's really where he got a shot to play. Clyde Washington with home plate duties in this one.
A little bit of a low zone boot from Clyde. Nothing crazy, though. Pitchers that work consistently down around the knees and are able to command their off-speed stuff tend to have some pretty good success with him back there behind the plate.
Fans don't really understand the familiarity and relationship players and coaches have with umpires. I mean, you see them a lot.
Yeah, Boog, they're all out there trying to do their best and perform at a high level. So when you respect that, I think over time you can develop a relationship with them.
Foul ball there. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 guys, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
And now it's Wilmer Flores. Just missed. Just missed. Outside low, and it's 3-0. And that one clips the corner. (3-1), and he couldn't come up with it.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. The hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Now the catcher up to hit, Patrick Bailey. And that drops in for a strike.
0-1.
Two gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Here at the top of the second. That one inside. And the count is 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Bounce to the right side. Chisholm. They take the force out. Out number 3. No runs on no hits, no errors, and a runner left. Now to the bottom of the second. We're tied 0-0. here in New York, ready to
Leading
go
off
for the
for
last
the
half of the
Yankees,
inning. And
the
stepping
second
in for the
baseman,
Yankees, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Jr.
That's too low. Ball one.
Counts 1-0.
High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
And there's a
2
ball.
balls, 1 strike.
Next pitch is downstairs. Fastball for a strike.
Counts full.
The 3-2 is outside, and it's ball 4. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game.
What a
Batting
battle.
pitch.
It's not
That's
always easy
shortstop.
laying off a
Anthony.
3-2 pitch. And I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees. That one in the dirt and gets away. And now a man into scoring position.
Well, Boog, not exactly making him earn it right now with the walk and now a wild pitch. He's going to need to find a way to refocus out there, get back in the strike zone before this unravels on him.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Bottom half of inning number 2. Not
2-0.
even close there. And that's ball 2. That one missed.
Get ready for some action here. Good RBI guy at the plate. Runners in scoring position and a hitter's count.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
So here we go again with the walks. It's been a
Batting
real
sixth,
struggle
the
finding the
center
zone
fielder,
for him in the
Ben.
past. Now, even if they get out of this jam, these walks add pressure and stress to the entire team.
Now it's going to be Ben Rice.
Ball 1.
6 straight outside the strike zone. Chisholm on second. Volpe at first with no outs. Clips the corner, and that is strike 1.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
And a swing and a miss. And that is a big first out.
Well, that's the money maker right there. 2 strikes,
Batting
slider
seventh,
down
the
and
left
away
fielder,
from a same
Jake
side
Jazz.
thrower as the hitter. I mean, that's just
Jake
tough.
Jazz.
You're looking to protect with 2 strikes and very difficult to lay off.
So up next, Jason Dominguez. Fouled off. He was late. Tap foul at the plate. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to
Batting
shoot
eighth,
the ball
the
the other
catcher,
way,
number
but that
25.
time a little anxious.
Here's the Yankees catcher now.
It's early, but these at-bats can impact a game just as much as they do later. Here's a chance to set the tone early for your team.
Inside corner, and that's called a strike. Two on, two outs. Inside, just missed. Ball to strike. The pitch. Strike two, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run.
Strike.
Kicks and fires. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Back in the Bronx. Well, here we go. Top of the third. Scoreless game. And digging in for San Francisco, Tyler Fitzgerald. That clips the corner. That one off the mark, and it's 1-1. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. That misses, and the count is even, 2-2. And a swing and a miss, down on strikes. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
So here's Wade now. And a foul ball. One out, base is empty. And a foul ball. On the ground, right side. Whips it to first. First 2 batters retired here in the top of the third.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Willie Adames.
Willie Adames, the next Giant to hit. Struck out looking his first time. Backed off the plate that time.
Straighten him up a little bit.
2 outs, base is empty. In there at the knees, and 1-1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
And strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Next pitch is outside. It's a strikeout for the Stro Show, his second of the game. Nothing doing there for San Francisco, and we are still scoreless. Set for the bottom of the third, and stepping in for the Yankees, Oswaldo Cabrera. Missed with a changeup, and that's ball 1. Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that one in the air center field. Lee. And there's one down.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Here is Goldschmidt. Fly to left his first time. That's in there. It's 0-1.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
And that misses. And that is ball 1. Just off the inside edge. To the right side, Fitzgerald sends it to first, and they get Goldschmidt for the
now
out.
batting, the designated hitter, Cody Bellinger.
Bellinger up to hit. Fly to center his first time. That's in for a strike.
Felt impressed that he went right after him on that first pitch. That's the key. Try to get ahead in the count, and you can play around a little bit more as the at-bat expands.
Fouled off left side. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. The next offering misses, and the count is 1-2.
Really nice slider right there, sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
Got him. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. So the Yanks go in order. Still no score. All set for the
Leading
start
off
of the
for the
inning.
Giants,
And
the
digging
center
in for
fielder,
San Francisco,
Jung-Hoo
Jung-Hoo
Lee.
Lee. Here's some fun facts about Jung-Hoo Lee. You look at the fact that he wears number 51. Not a shocker, but his favorite player growing up, Ichiro Suzuki. That one ripped. Dominguez makes the grab on the run.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much
Up next
time
for the Giants,
as that was a
the third
hard
baseman,
hit liner,
Matt
but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
This one lifted in the air, left field. Dominguez snags it for the second out.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open
Now
instead of
the
staying
left fielder,
closed.
Elliott
If he does that, he's going to be able to
Ramos.
go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Ramos goes 5 feet 11 inches, 25 years old, and he was born in Puerto Rico. Pitch misses there, and now 2-0.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
And a swing and a miss there.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That one fouled off, 2-2. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Just off the outside edge.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Giants go down quietly, and we're still knotted at 0. Ready to go.
Leading
Bottom
up
four.
for the Yankees,
And now the right fielder, Aaron Judge.
Aaron Judge.
And the first pitch misses for ball one. Just missed.
2-0 count, great hitter at the dish. If you're going to miss, you've got to miss outside the zone. You miss inside the strike zone, you'll be asking the umpire for a new baseball.
Next offering is in for a strike. That's inside. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Got him looking. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure
Now
that's going to
back,
sit on him for a
second
little
baseman.
while.
Yeah.
You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can
Yeah.
overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Swing and a ground ball. Fitzgerald slings to first. 2 up, 2 down.
The batter, number 11, shortstop Anthony Volpe.
Now a chance for Anthony Volpe. Worked a walk at his first trip to the plate. Swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
That one
One
well
ball, 1 strike.
upstairs. 1-1. The shortstop takes the
1
ball.
strike.
All tied up. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Close, but called a ball. And the count is filled up. In the air, center field. And that is that. Through 4, still tied. Zip, zip. Back at Yankee
Leading
Stadium,
off for San
new inning
Francisco,
getting
the
started.
right fielder,
Now it's the
number
right
5,
fielder, Mike
Mike
Yastrzemski.
Yastrzemski.
Stroman back to work. Outside low, and it's 1-0.
Well, these Giants just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Edge of the zone for a strike. 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one just misses.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Got him swinging.
Well, he didn't get the call on the mound the pitch before. Felt like
Now
he
back.
should have had him looking, I think. But, you know, that's good composure right there. He found a way to come back with another good pitch to get him to swing and miss.
And up next for San Francisco, Wilmer Flores. And there's the strike. The Giants still looking for their first hit in this one. Just
Ball, that's
missed.
outside.
And now the count 1-2 after the swing and a miss.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Pitch misses there, and the count's even at 2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
On the ground, right side. On to first. And the first two set down in the top of the fifth.
The catcher, number 14, Patrick Bailey.
And now the switch hitting catcher, Patrick Bailey. He's 0 for 1. Out towards right center field. And that'll do it. Halfway through this one, still no score. Back now in the Bronx.
Leading off for
and
the
now
Yankees,
Ben Rice.
the center fielder, Ben Rice.
First pitch just misses.
You know, these Yankees just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. Still no hits on the board for them, and of course a lot of credit goes to the man on the mound for that, but we've definitely seen some lifeless trips to the plate as well.
Fair ball.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that.
Up
Smashed
next
that one
for the
through the
Yankees,
infield for the knock.
the
When
left
it's hit
fielder,
that hard, it
Jason.
makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Jason Dominguez stepping in now for the Yankees. And that's in for a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Rice aboard here at first with nobody out.
Yep, that ball went out.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
That one's in there, and it's 1-2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Breaking ball misses down and away.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
And that one is inside.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boo.
And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing
Now
more
batting,
fastballs
number
in that
25.
location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
And here's the catcher. Caught looking his first time up. And that one fouled off. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
0-2
Movement in the
count.
bullpen. Jordan Hicks up and loosening in the pen. Bivens getting loose as well. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Oswaldo Cabrera, the next to hit. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Started to swing, held up.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he's attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
Right through there for a strike.
Ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. That's his 8th strikeout of the game. So 5 innings in the books now with the no-hitter officially over. And we still have no score. Here at new Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And digging in for San Francisco, Tyler Fitzgerald. And a rope into center field, base hit. And they have their first base runner since the 2nd inning.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
So the batting order turns over. Lamont Wade Jr., the next Giant to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. And that is out of play. Hit hard but foul off to the left. With the go-ahead run at first, and we're in the top half of the 6th. That one inside. Look out.
That's ball 2.
Runner at first with no outs here.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Base hit center field. And now runners at the corners, nobody out.
He was all over that one.
Now
everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Willie Adames will hit next. Who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And a swing and a line drive at a right field. Makes the grab. Runner tags from third. He'll score on the sac fly. And it's 1-0.
Well, he hit that one pretty well. I think it would have been a lot more than a sac fly if not for that nice play by the outfielder to track it down. Good job of getting the run in.
And now it's going to be Jung-Hoo Lee.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
There's a strike. 1-run game, 1 out, 1 on. That breaking ball is in for a strike, and quickly it is 0-2. Just missed.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Not close with that one. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. Devolpe at second for 1. Over to first. That's 2. Nicely done. 1-6-3. And that will end the inning. 5.5 innings complete. And the no-hitter is no more. It's the Giants 1 and the Yankees 0. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Jordan Hicks. This is his 3rd time
Now
out this
pitching
year.
for San Francisco, number 12, Jordan Hicks.
Back to the top of
Leading
the
up
lineup,
for the
Paul
Yankees,
Goldschmidt now.
the first baseman.
Well, these
Paul
fans definitely want to get
Goldschmidt.
involved in the game. All it's going to take is to get the leadoff man or even a base runner on.
Right through there for a strike. Activity in the
0-1.
bullpen. Tyler Rogers getting loose out there. Rodriguez getting cranked up as well. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. That misses, and the count 1-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. So Goldie strikes out here. 1 down. Here comes Cody Bellinger.
Yankees, the designated hitter, Cody
Siggy, this is a guy that grew up
Bellinger.
in big league clubhouses, and it's something that you see throughout the game. Sons whose fathers also played the majors.
I can only imagine the comfort level of being in the ballpark for those kids who are fortunate enough to have a dad that played in the big leagues. Then being on the baseball field, for some it's pressure, for them they feel that they are right at home.
And the sweeper misses for a ball. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. That misses the zone, and it's 2-2.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. Outside, and that is ball 4. That's a great at-bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
Well, that's
Now
a nice job
batting,
of grinding
right
out that
fielder,
at-bat. Saw a
Aaron.
lot of pitches and ends up drawing a walk. Very gritty.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. And next for New York, Aaron Judge. Bellinger dives back. Bellinger goes. Pitch misses in. Save at second, and he easily steals the bag. And the tying run is now in scoring position. And it finds its way through for a hit. Throw comes into third, and they're at the corners with only 1 out.
All over that one right there.
The batter,
Pretty
number
tough for the
13.
infielder to do anything with
Second
that one. He
baseman,
pulled it
yeah.
hard into the outfield, and
Junior.
even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that. Tying runs now just 90 feet away. Just got to be wary of that double play, though. That would strand him and end the inning.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Jordan Hicks departs, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for
Eric
San
Miller
Francisco,
comes on now.
number
And we all know
68.
about his slider. It's just
Eric
filthy, man. And one of the
Miller.
better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. for a base hit. The tying run is in to score from third. And it's an RBI single. It's 1-1.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. And, man, I'll tell you, a line drive like that into the gap just feels so good. It's feedback that you had everything on time and in control from start to finish with your swing.
2 on, 1 out. And up next for New York, Anthony Volpe. That just misses. Ball 1.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
And another ball.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they creeping into my mind right now.
Next offering is in for a strike.
2 strikes.
Go ahead run at second here in the bottom of the 6th. In the dirt. Nice job behind the plate there. Ben Rice in the on deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Line drive, and that's a base hit out of the left center field. And they hold the runner at third, but the bases are loaded now with 1 out.
Well, that may end up being
Now
a bat we go back to later on when this game is over. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Here's the center fielder, Ben Rice. Golden opportunity right here. Trying to check his swing. Appeal to third. No, he held up. The lefty, the 1-0. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
That's outside. Now 2 balls and a strike.
Boog, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
Judge, the runner at third. Chisholm at second. Volpe at first. 1 gone. Stays alive.
I would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swings and misses. Struck him out.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now.
Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Jason Dominguez. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Two outs. Bases are full. Fouled off down the right side. Just missed. Cut on and missed. Good changeup right there. 2-2 now. That's towards center. Brings it in, and that will end the inning. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. All even now at 1-1. Back after this on the show. And we're back. We go to the top of the 7th. Digging in, Matt
Leading off for
Chapman.
the Giants, the third baseman, Matt Chapman.
Up and
Ball one,
in,
no strike.
and that's ball one. Movement in the Yankees pen. Mark Leiter Jr. getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Yarbrough, the lefty, warming up as well.
This game has been so tight. Feels like the next team to score will win it.
This to third. Throws to first in time. One up, one down.
Now batting, left fielder, Elliott Ramos.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. That's it for Marcus Stroman. Only 2 hits allowed for him, so a great effort. And we'll be back after a quick break to tell you about the new arm.
Now pitching for
On the mound now,
Yankees,
Mark Leiter Jr.
Number 56.
And he has some nasty breaking stuff.
Mark Leiter Jr.
Here's Elliott Ramos. That one fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Swings over the splitter for strike 3.
Oh, tough night at the dish. Punching out for the 3rd time right there. He just hasn't looked very comfortable at the plate. A little unsure of his timing right now. Not picking up the spin and location of these pitches. They'll have some adjustments to make.
Mike Yastrzemski up here. Oh, great stop. Fires to first. Nicely done for the out. So they go quietly there. 7th inning stretch time. All tied 1-1.
Now pitching for
We're
the
back in a
Giants.
new pitcher here to start the bottom of the
Number
7th.
71.
Tyler Rogers.
Tyler
He's pitching on 2 days
Rogers.
rest. Here's the Yankees
Leading
catcher
off
now.
for the Yankees, the catcher, number 25.
Rogers, a 6'3" righty, 180 pounds, and he was a 10th round pick back in 2013. Yeah, that's fouled off. Pitch misses
That's
inside. And now it's even 1-1. Right through there for a strike.
Well, that's really the money spot. Down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Now batting, third baseman.
And now Oswaldo Cabrera.
Cabrera.
Oh, great grab on the dive. To first. In time. Got him.
Great cat-like reflexes right there. Lays out, knocks the ball
Now
down,
batting,
and then
first baseman,
fires with that
Paul.
rocket arm all the way across the
Goldschmidt.
diamond. Man, put this guy on the mound.
Goldie steps into the box. 0 for 3 in this one. Swinging a foul straight back. And there's a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom of the 7th.
Ball 1.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
2 outs. Foul ball still a 1-2 count. Cut on and miss, struck him out. And the Yanks go quietly. Down in order go the Yankees. Score remains tied 1-1. We're at the top of the 8th, and digging in for San Francisco, Wilmer Flores.
The first baseman, Wilmer Flores.
Leiter back to work. And that skips in the dirt. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Devin Williams getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Yarbrough warming up as well. And another ball.
No strike.
That one finds the zone, and it's 2-1.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
There's a swing and a miss.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That misses the zone, and the count's full. Patrick Bailey in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Substitution now at first base. Pinch running here, Christian Koss. Patrick Bailey, the next Giant to hit.
Leadoff man is on. You got to be looking for the bunt here. Trying to get him into scoring position.
Trying to move him over here. And that's a foul ball. Bunts it straight back to the mound. There's 1. He's out. And 2. In time to first for the double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Here's the second baseman, Tyler Fitzgerald. In the dirt, and that's ball 1. And a strike on the outside edge.
1 ball,
all tied up, and we're at the top of the 8th. And 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Nothing doing there for San Francisco. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Sam Huff getting loose there. He's now in the game at first.
Number 23.
Here's Cody Bellinger. Checks his swing. Now an appeal to third. And he won around. Just enough that time. Ground ball left side. Chapman over to first in time. One gone to the bottom of the
Now
eighth.
batting,
Good
the
slider
right
inside
fielder,
right there.
Aaron.
Batter fighting to get there. Just rolled over it. Got the ground ball.
Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. 1 for 3. There's a strike.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
And there's the strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
And a swing and a miss. That K is his 3rd of the game. Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees.
Second baseman.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
First pitch misses.
You can expect this hitter to be looking for something on a tee. He can get up in the air and untie this ball game.
Inside. 2-2. That one missing inside. Anthony Volpe in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Outside, and that is ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Drops into the glove, and that's the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left on. Through 8 full, all tied 1-1. Just about to get started. And towing the slab, Marcus Stroman. What do you have on him?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time he gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
There's a swing and a drive. Rice on the move. That skips over the fence, so it's an automatic double.
That ball exploded off his bat and off the warning track as well as it bounced over the fence. And it sounded really good, too. He just put together a really nice swing and just missed a home run.
Willie Adames stands in. Pitch misses, and that is ball 1.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
And foul ball. No outs. Runner on second. Headed towards the corner. And a foul ball. And now it's 1-2.
2-2 the count.
Squirts away a little bit. Well done behind the dish. Here's the pitch to Adames. Just outside. And that's ball 3.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Now, this was a story we were paying attention to before the game. We've seen him give up walks in the past, and it's an issue once again early on.
And now, Jung-Hoo Lee. In there at the knees. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
And a breaking ball misses outside.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there, and boy, umpire didn't give him the call. I bet you if he throws it again, hitter knows he's going to have to swing it.
Wait, the lead runner out at second. Adames on at first with nobody out. That missed by a lot, and it's 2-2. Outside with a breaking ball. Matt Chapman in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Fights it off. He'll see another. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. They won't test it here. Bases loaded, no outs.
Love how he became a really tough out with 2 strikes right there. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
And here is Matt Chapman. That one hit to right. Judge is there. Brings it in. And there's one away. Here's the Giants lineup. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These players have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
Bases loaded, one away. Next pitch in for a strike, and the count 1-1. On the ground, and it goes just foul.
You know, lots of pitches thrown in this first inning, and it's kind of that nightmare scenario for starting pitching. But you know what? It's still early enough.
Strike 3, got him swinging. Huge strikeout there.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now.
Mike Yastrzemski up here. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. First inning, and already up to 23 pitches. And another ball.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in a run. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
Just missed.
Look, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
Ripped into left for a base hit. One runs in. Here's the throw to the plate. Safe at home, and the runner scores from second. And they lead by 2.
Picks himself up a couple of ribbies. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Wilmer Flores, the next Giant to hit. And that's outside. Two outs, a couple of base runners at first and second. Foul ball there. Two on, 2 outs. That catches the zone for a strike. Now 1-2. Bounce to the right, but it kicks foul. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Two outs. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. But 2 runs for them, and they jump ahead. On to the bottom of the first. It's the Giants 2 and the Yankees coming to bat. Back here with my pal Singy. Starting on the mound in this one, Robbie Ray. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, that 12-6 curveball explodes out of the hand, and because he's able to throw the high fastball at the top of the strike zone for a strike, hitters commit to that pitch, and before they know it, they're swinging over the top of that curveball.
Bottom of the first.
For the Yankees,
and here's the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. Fought off foul. Goldie goes 6 feet 3 inches, over 1,000 runs batted in his career. He's one of the few Major League Baseball players. Oh, wow, what a stop from his backside, and very nicely done for the out.
What an acrobatic play right there. Knocks it down, throws from the seat of his pants, and just looks like he's playing in the backyard. He makes it look really easy.
Here comes Cody Bellinger. That one misses in the dirt. One out, base is empty. Edge of the zone, called a strike. And it's 1-1.
Ball, 1 strike. Ball, that's out.
That clips the corner.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout. Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
The pitch. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout. 1-2-3 go the Yankees. They trail things here 2-0. Back in New York, top of the second, and now the catcher comes up to him, Patrick Bailey. Stroman back to work. Right through there for a strike. And a strike in there. Saying he wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff in the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
In the air, left field, down the line. Dominguez hauls it in, and there's one away.
Batting ninth, the second baseman, Tyler.
Now it's the second baseman, Tyler Fitzgerald. There's the strike. There's a strike.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first two pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Yeah, that's pretty sick. Late cutting action to get the swing and miss right there. I mean, that's just really hard to account for as a hitter when you're seeing the fastball all the way, and then just at the last moment, it darts away from you and you can't reach it.
Tap foul at the plate. 2 down, nobody on. And it's quickly 0-2 on the designated hitter. Two outs. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Next offering is downstairs. That's down and in.
2-2 the count.
Next offering is down low.
No, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
Well, a great back and forth and that at bat. He had to play off some really close pitches, and somehow, Boo, he found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Let's go, Yankees!
And first offering is fouled off. He swings and fouls one off. Wait, the runner at first with 2 gone. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. So the Giants lead 1 as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. We head to the bottom of the second. Here's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Chisholm Jr.
That's off the mark. 1-0.
Ball.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Time to check on our umpires. Earl Hendricks calling balls and strikes.
Yeah, well-liked umpire, Boog. Pretty consistent with his zone, so if you're familiar with him and how he works, you won't get too surprised by anything. Sometimes he'll give a little bit off the corner, but nothing too crazy at all.
Hard hit to third. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
Batting fifth, the shortstop, Anthony Volpe.
Wow, Singy, what a throw. We got to take another look at it, but this time with the numbers from StatCast.
Yeah, Boog, that's about as good as it gets. You'll see the hardest throwing infielders reach 90+ on throws across the diamond, so he's pretty much right there with the best infield arms in the game. That was a rocket of a throw right there.
And now, Anthony Volpe.
Ball one.
And ball one.
Counts 1-0.
The 1-0. That one catches the corner for a strike.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's two gone. Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
Two outs, base is empty. Swings through that one.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Misses inside. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. In the air, right field. That is the inning. After 2, it's a 2-0 ball game. Top half of the
Leading
third
off
inning,
the
and digging
the
in for
center
San
fielder,
Francisco, Jung-Hoo Lee. On the ground to Jazz. Jazz tosses to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the third.
Now batting, third baseman, Matt Chapman.
Matt Chapman up to the plate now. Flied to right his first time. And when you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy is at the top of the list.
Stud. When you look at players like this, you play that hot corner, got to be pretty courageous over there with the way balls come off the bat. That's the kind of guy that every year you expect him to be in the All-Star game and have a Gold Glove, if not a Platinum Glove.
So what are the skills you look for that make a really good defensive third baseman that elite?
Well, Boog, one of the things I think about immediately are just the feet. Does he have good feet? Is he able to quickly react? And when you have good feet, you've got soft hands. And soft hand defenders are able to make tough plays look easy.
Well, I think he's trying to get a feel for where that one missed. I mean, it could have gone either way, but he looked a little shocked for a second there.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. One down, base is empty. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. And makes the grab. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, the left fielder, Elliot.
Here's Elliot Ramos. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 1-0. That one sizzling on its way through to the outfield. And that extends the inning. And now the right fielder, Mike Yastrzemski. He drove in 2 with a single his first time up. Just missed. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Ramos leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And another ball. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. On the ground to the left. Fires across the diamond, and that'll do it. 1 left for San Francisco, but they hold the 2-0 lead. Back at Yankee Stadium as we go to the last of the third. Now the left fielder, Jason Dominguez. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Here's the catcher. Fastball is outside. Right side. Yastrzemski makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Oswaldo Cabrera. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. Swings through that one for strike 2.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Cut on and miss, struck him out. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. 9 straight retired here to start the game. It's the Giants 2 and the Yankees nothing. Back here in New York, John Shambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Wilmer Flores. That catches the top part of the zone. Strike 1. Singing 4 homers in 22 games at Old Yankee Stadium. What do you remember?
Well, I remember my rookie year hitting 2 in one game. And, you know, before that game in the clubhouse, there was a gentleman there who owned a suit company there in downtown Manhattan. And he said to me, hey, kid, you hit a home run in the game tonight. Come over to the store tomorrow and I'll give you a free suit.
That's in there. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count.
So I went into the game. I happened to hit 2. When I walked into the store the next day, and he looked at me, he said, you're trying to put me out of business, aren't you? And that was a great experience that I had as a rookie playing against the Yankees, playing in New York.
And now the switch hitting catcher, Patrick Bailey. Fly to left his first time. Outside low, ball 1. So did Super Joe give you 2 suits?
Super Joe hooked me up with 2 suits.
And there's a strike. Base is empty, one away. Top half of inning number 4. Next offering is fouled back. Outside, 2-2. And there's ball 4.
Looked like a questionable call in that spot. He even seemed a little surprised it went his way at the plate. But as a hitter, you'll take that all day.
Fitzgerald.
1 down. Tyler Fitzgerald, the next Giant to hit. Struck out swinging his first time. Clips the corner. That's strike 1. Activity in the bullpen for the Yankees. Yoendrys Gomez appears to be getting loose. Cruz also getting ready. Out in front and foul to the left side. That one not close. Now 1-2. Next offering misses down and away. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
We got full count.
In the dirt. Man at first, one away. Well struck left field. And that one hops the wall. Coming home. The relay throw. The tag, and he's in there. And they lead by 3.
Well done. Drives in the run. Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap. And when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing.
Boone makes his way out of the dugout, and he will make a move to the bullpen. That's it for Marcus Stroman. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute.
Now pitching for
Righty
the New
reliever
York
out of the
Yankees,
pen, Will Warren.
Number
He's been
98.
so good against lefties.
Will Warren.
Here's Lamont Wade Jr. In for a strike, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
Fitzgerald, the runner at second with 1 away. Fouled off. He was late. That's inside, and the count is 1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Another 1-2. Rolled over to third. Over to Goldie. And now 2 gone.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Willie Adames.
And the batter now, Willie Adames. A strikeout and a walk. Swing and a foul out of play. Runner at second, 2 down. Next offering is fouled back. Got him swinging. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. It's now 3-0. You're dialed into the show. Back in the Bronx, bottom of the fourth,
Yankees,
Paul
the
Goldschmidt
first
will
baseman,
climb in.
Paul Goldschmidt.
Pretty smart not to serve something up for him right there. He's really good at hitting the first pitch.
You know, these Yankees, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
For you growing up in New York City, I mean, you're a big sports fan. Tell me about your experience with the Yankees growing up.
I really went to Shea Stadium more than I did to Yankee Stadium. I grew up a Phillies fan. There was one game, though, that I went to as a kid. I sat in the upper deck. It was the game that Bo Jackson hit 3 homers in his first 3 plate appearances and then hurt his shoulder diving for Deion Sanders' inside the park home run. That's probably the most memorable game that I ever attended as a fan at Old Yankee Stadium. Bellinger batting for the second time, and that's strike 1.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
The Yanks hitless so far in the game. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, the right fielder, Aaron Judge.
It's Aaron Judge now.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
The Judge takes a strike. And now it's even up.
Got some cut action to it. Velocity pretty good on that slider. So far moving the ball around nicely.
Breaks his bat and pops it up. Reaching for it and brings it in. Yanks held in check. They trail in this one 3-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready now for the 5th inning. And now the center fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee. Warren back to work. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. More numbers retired and more world championships than any other franchise. The impact the Yankees have had on baseball really second to none. And you come here to this yard, and it's all on display.
So many, you know, kids growing up, when you watch baseball on a Saturday, it was the New York Yankees. Now you have baseball on every single day. But I think, you know, there's a generation that became Yankee fans because they were often the team on television.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. And that one misses up and in. 3-2 now. And they'll do it again. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. This one high in the air to left center. Dominguez. And it's caught for the out.
Now batting, third baseman, Matt Chapman.
Here's Matt Chapman. 0 for 2 in this one. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
Center field. Rice settles under it. And there are 2 down.
Now batting, the left fielder.
And up next for the Giants, Elliot Ramos. 1 for 2. And a foul ball. And that's downstairs. And the count 1 and 2. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. Battling here as he fouls it away. Good job to fight that one off. Two down, nobody on. And Earl Hendricks punches him out. That's a strikeout. So they make short work of him there. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Giants 3 and the Yankees nothing. Back for more from the Bronx. Now it's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Chisholm Jr.
And a swing and a miss.
You know, these Yankees, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
And a swing and a miss.
And as we get deeper, it's not going to get any easier. These at-bats are going to feel more and more desperate with every out the rest of the way.
Hit weakly on the ground. Fitzgerald fires over to first. And the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th.
Batter number
Good
11.
late bite on that slider. Got the hitter out in front, rolled over on it. Exactly what he was supposed to do.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. He struck out swinging at his first at-bat. And that's through there for a strike. It's 0-1.
He's been very consistent with his command out there on the mound, consistently throwing at the knees. Pretty impressive when a guy can repeat his delivery like this.
To the right side. Sends it to Flores. Home half of the 5th inning.
Now
moving along. 2 quick outs.
Ben Rice.
2 outs. Base is empty. Here's the center fielder, Ben Rice. He's 0 for 1. That clips the zone. That's strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Just missed. Left field. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. Now here is Mike Yastrzemski. The wide to kick the pitch. That misses. Ball 1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Tim Hill, a lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Cruz also throwing. And that's outside.
That ball went out.
Fastball almost got him there.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Next offering is in for a strike. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Dominguez on the move to the gap and puts the squeeze on that one. And there's one away.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Come on, Yankees!
Flores in the box now. No balls and a strike. Swing and a pop-up. Foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. One down, base is empty. That one inside. Going to count 1-2.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
And that's too high.
2 strikes.
Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. That one misses. 3-2 now.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Here's a rocket out to left. 2 away down.
The catcher, number 14, Patrick.
So 2 down now,
Bailey.
And here is Patrick Bailey. And that's outside. 1-0. And another ball.
Inside.
And he hits a ground ball right side. Jazz tosses to first. And that is the inning. Offense held in check there. 7, 8, 9 due up in the home half of the inning. It's the Giants 3 and the Yankees nothing. Well, we go bottom 6. Digging in is the switch inning outfielder, Jason Dominguez.
Dominguez.
Up the middle. Sends it to Flores. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
Now
I'm impressed with this guy's internal clock. He knew he had plenty of time to take that extra step, secure his grip on the baseball, and make a strong, accurate throw.
And here's the catcher. And he takes a strike.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
The Yankees yet to pick up a hit here.
No, that's low.
And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
Tonight, his slider has been really impressive. I mean, tight spin. Seems like the hitters aren't picking it up out of the hand.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
Oswaldo Cabrera stepping in now for the Yankees. Struck out swinging his first time. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he's attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
On the ground to third. Throws to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. So he's perfect through 6. It's the Giants 3 and the Yankees nothing.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the New
back.
York
We're in the
Yankees.
7th. We have a new pitcher on the
Number
mound,
63.
Fernando Cruz.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And digging
Leading
in for
off
San
for
Francisco, Tyler
the second
Fitzgerald.
baseman,
This
Tyler
guy can absolutely
Fitzgerald.
fly. I think one of the faster players in baseball. First pitch, and he
Ball one.
just misses. Cruz, a 6'2 righty. He features a splitter, a four-seamer, and occasionally uses a cutter. Gets him to chase after that one.
Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
Swings through that.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's the effect of the splitter that you're looking for on the mound. Really
Now
nice
batter,
pitch right
the
there and
designated
had him
hitter,
out in front
Lamont
over the top.
Wade
I'm sure the batter
Jr.
was thinking he was getting something else, perhaps a fastball with a little more straight and velo to it.
Wade has to step out of the way for ball one. Just missed.
Ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes.
Fastball for a strike at 95. Fastball for a strike. 3-2
Can't
now.
miss ball.
In the air, left field. And that'll fall for a base hit.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots or things can get
The
away
batter,
from you
number
awfully
2,
quickly.
Shortstop, Willie.
And up
Adames.
next for San Francisco, Willie Adames. A walk and a pair of strikeouts. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike. That one finds the zone. That is strike 2.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. And they add a couple more. It's 5-zip. Chris, we knew this moment was coming for him soon.
Yep, and it finally came. We knew it was only a matter of time before he's going to connect with one just like that. Just too good of a hitter at the plate. No matter how this outing ends, that pitch is going to haunt him for a while. An 0-2 mistake. That's supposed to be a pitch out of the zone. He left it in the spot that the hitter could do some damage with, and that's exactly what he did.
So 1 out, nobody on. Jung-Hoo Lee, the next Giant to hit. 1 for 3. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Next offering is fouled back. Oh, he hit him. And that got him pretty flush. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him.
Up
And at
next for the
first,
Giants,
now the third baseman, Matt Chapman. 0 for 3 in this one. That's in there. 0-1. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Lead runner holds at third, so 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out.
Man,
Now
those are the
batting,
types of hits
left
where you don't feel
Elliott
any vibration in your hands
Ramos.
whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Fernando Cruz gives way, and he's on the hook for the runners at second and third, so looking for some help there. Back in a minute.
Now pitching
New
for the
pitcher for the
Yankees,
Yankees, Yoendrys
number
Gomez.
94.
He's making his 4th appearance of the season.
Gomez.
Elliott Ramos, the next Giant to hit. And that one hammered. That's back there. Gone straight into the visitors' bullpen. It's their 2nd home run of the inning. It's 8-0. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one, and you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Base is empty, 1 away. Mike Yastrzemski, the 2nd MLB Yaz, steps in. And that
Nope, that's
misses. And that's ball 1. Plenty of offense in this one, Singy. I guess you'd say kind of what we expected, though.
Well, this was a game, looking at the pitching matchup, where you expected offense to score, and not as lopsided as this. But, yeah, you definitely expected to see some offense coming up.
1 down, base is empty. Popped up. Dives. What a play.
Oh, this is an all-in effort right here. Going back on it, knows that the outfielder's not going to get there, lays out, and makes a tremendous catch. What a great job of picking up his pitcher.
2 down, base is empty. Wilmer Flores, the next Giant to hit. And that's in for a strike. And it's 0-1. And that one
Outside, that's
just
the ball.
missed off the outside edge. That one is absolutely belted. That's back. Into the bullpen and gone. He sends it out of here. Their 3rd home run of the inning. And they add a run. It's 9-0.
That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Yoendrys Gomez won't go any further, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break.
Now pitching
Out of
for
the
the
bullpen
Yankees,
for the Yankees, Ian Hamilton.
number 71.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is.
Hamilton.
Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Base is empty with 2 away. Here's the catcher, Patrick Bailey. That one finds the corner. Strike one. Ball one there.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Ripped on a line. Brings it in for the 3rd out. They bring 9 to the plate and 6 come around to score. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Giants 9 and the Yankees nothing. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
Singy, one of the biggest ways the game has changed, bullpen arms. So now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. To the warning track, makes the catch.
Now back, the
He was
designated
all
hitter,
over that
Cody
first pitch fastball. Just
Bellinger.
barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Action in the pen down there. Eric Miller up and throwing. Doval, the right-hander, also getting loose. The Giants up big in this one. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Just missed.
That's out.
The other component is you get less viewings of a specific pitcher. So your ability to go to school on one guy, you maybe get 2 looks at him and then he's gone.
Yeah, and I mean, these guys utilize the iPads and try to see previous footage of that pitcher, but it's just not the same as having an actual look.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with the mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot.
Hit on a line, and that's a base hit. And that ends the perfect game bid into second, and he's got a double. So the perfect game bid comes to an end, and now we'll see what he's got left in the tank and how they'll play it on the mound moving forward. But Singy, he's been a lot of fun to watch in this one.
Yeah, Boog, really impressive from the very beginning. I mean, this guy was in total command the whole time, attacking hitters, and really he's made them look pretty lost up to this point.
Here comes Aaron Judge. Fastball in for a strike. It's 0-1.
I really like how he's been attacking hitters early in at bats. He's thrown strikes on the first pitch to over 70% of the guys he's faced in this one.
Smash to the left side. Chapman over to first in time. Judge out on the
Next
play.
for the Yankees, the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. Has grounded out a couple of times.
This lineup is having a tough time finding a good rhythm at the plate. Their swings are disjointed, which tells me they're having issues with pitch recognition.
First offering, and it just misses.
1-0.
Bellinger stands at second with 2 gone. Next offering misses, and the count now 2-0.
Definitely a frustrating day for the offense, but when they look at it, this guy's had his best stuff. Been painting the corners, working on the edges, and changing speeds. Just a difficult one. You tip your cap.
2-0. Ground ball up the middle. Fitzgerald. Off balance throw in time. And that ends the inning. The Yanks leave 1, and they're down 9-0. And we're back. We go to the 8th. Here's the second baseman, Tyler Fitzgerald. There's a strike, 95 of that one. Movement in the bullpen. Tim Hill getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Leiter, a right-hander, loosening up as well. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
The 1-2. And there's a ball. That's off the inside corner, and the count's full. And he grounds one to the right side. Goldie steps on the bag, first out in the top of the 8th. Lamont Wade Jr., the next Giant to hit. Oh, he doesn't get the call, and it's 1-0. Strike 1.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
One down, base is empty. Close one, doesn't get the call, and it's 2-1. That one ripped, but foul. Gets a piece and stays alive. Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top of the 8th. And that's outside.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Fly ball down the line. And that will drop foul. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. That one the other way. Hauls it in for the out.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Willie Adames.
And up next for the Giants, Willie Adames. He's already homered here in this one. And the pitch a little bit low, ball 1.
No strikes.
On the ground to first. He steps on the bag. Giants go in order. Giants go down quietly, but they're still in command. 9-0.
Now pitching for
Back
San
now,
Francisco.
new pitcher on the mound as we roll into
Number
the bottom of the
68.
8th. Eric Miller.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing
Leading
strikes,
off for the
attacking these
Yankees,
hitters.
the shortstop,
Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees.
Volpe.
Just missed. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
Big at bat right here. He did the team thing, took until he got a strike. Now he's got to go to work, shorten up that swing a little bit, do whatever it takes to get on base.
And that one is downstairs. And a count 2-1.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touched it. Good fastball in on the hands, makes the swing a little defensive. Jammed him up right there.
Ben Rice getting ready to hit.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
right through there for a strike. Signs of movement in the Giants bullpen. Jordan Hicks, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. The Yanks with a lot of ground to make up here, the bottom half of the 8th inning.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
Here's the 0-2. Just misses the mark outside the zone. Struck him out looking.
Yeah, that's a tough pitch to stay on. You don't want to get beat inside, and as you see that pitch continue to run away from you, by the time it's in the catcher's mitt, you think it's a ball off the plate away.
Two outs, base is empty. Here's the left fielder, Jason Dominguez. And that one a little bit high. And it's even up. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That misses the zone. Ball 2.
2-2 to the count.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out at 98. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Yanks held in check. Steep hill to climb. It's a 9-0 deficit. Back in the Bronx, we go to the 9th, and now the center fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee. Hamilton back to work.
Ball 1.
And that is downstairs. And that is ball 1. And that's in for a strike. The 1-1 is fouled off. One and 2 here. That's down and in. A slider missed. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Out to short. Volpe throws to first in time, and they get the leadoff man in the 9th.
Now batting, third baseman, Matt Chapman.
Now it's Matt Chapman, 1 for 4 with a double. That one's upstairs, ball 1. Swings and misses, and the count 1-1. The Giants up big in this one here at the top of the 9th. And that's off the outside edge. 2-1. And that's in there for a strike. With slider that finds the mark. That's a strikeout for Chappie.
Now batting, the
2
left
down,
fielder,
base is empty. Elliot Ramos, the next Giant to hit. He's already homered in this game.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
Off the mark there, and that's ball 1. And that one hit 97 on the gun.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Into center and a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Wow. So important to get into the fielding position as you deliver that baseball. That is a scary one. Watch your lips.
Mike Yastrzemski, the next Giant to hit.
And remember, he was absolutely robbed of a base hit last time up.
And first offering is fouled off. Ramos off of first with 2 away. Next offering is in for a strike. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Two outs. And down on strikes. And that is that. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. 8-9-1 due up in the bottom of inning number 9. It's the Giants 9 and the Yankees nothing. Back in New York.
Leading
and now the catcher comes up to hit. Number 25.
Number 25.
Pitch misses. Ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
Late on that fastball.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Line drive and foul ball. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Here's the third baseman, Oswaldo Cabrera.
The third baseman, Oswaldo Cabrera.
There's a strike.
0-1's the count. Ball.
Ripped to short. Adames the throw to first. Yankees with only 1 out remaining.
Now batting, first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Now it's Goldschmidt up to the plate. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. Just off the outside edge. Foul ball. They're down to their final strike.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Miller is just 1 strike away. That's down and in. A slider missed.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the last half of inning number 9. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game.
That was a pretty close one until that huge 7th inning really turned things around. The bats just caught on fire, and it seemed like nobody could make it out. They put a lot of runs up, and that propelled them to the win.
9-0 your final in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.